Look at me, a self-made man, standing on my own, built my house on quicksand, fell on my face again, yeah, you know I did, but hey, at least I'm not a kid, not a man-child, I mean, not an adolescent in disguise, and I got the x-ray vision, I can see through all the lies, and I really don't have time for this, oh no, I really don't have time for this, no, I really don't have time for this, no, I really don't have time for this, cause when you fall, get up and move. Cause when you fall, get up and move on. So I fall, I get up and move on. So I fall, I get up and I move on. Yo, I get up and I move on. Yo, I get up and I move on. Yo, I get up and I move on. I put my foot in my way to success and it's stuck there again. Guess I gotta do some thinking and maybe make amends. I just wanna be a good person, just wanna be a better friend. Don't want my life to end without accomplishing something. I've got my nose to the grindstone, but my gears are all stuck. I know I could make a change if I just gave a fuck. And I really don't have time for this. No, I really don't have time for this. So I fall, I get up and move on. Yeah, I fall, I get up and move on. And I fall, get up and move on. I fall, I get up and move on. And if I don't, I need you to. Cause when you fall, get up and move on. And if I don't, I need you to. Cause when you fall, get up and move on. And if I don't, I told myself I would never get to this point again. I should've listened in. Now I'm starting over, but hey, it could be worse. At least I know my worth. I've got my health and I got some friends. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of a chapter, the beginning of a new one, and it's what comes after. So I fall, get up. I fall, get up. One time for the breakdown, yeah. One time for the hold down, yeah. One time for the 4 or 5 times, man, falling on the floor. Get up, go more rounds, yeah. 2 times for the slip, slip, slip. 2 times for the trip, trip, trip. 2 times for the bad, bad day. 1 time for the no look past in the game time switch. 3 times for the 3 times for the 3 times for the 1 time for the we don't need no more. 4 times for the bounce, bounce, bounce. 4 times for the ounce, ounce, ounce. 4 times for the 1 time for the game. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Cause when you fall, cause when you fall, hold on, time out. 5 times for the down, down, down. 5 times for the down, down, down. 5 times for the 1 time for the game. 1 time for the game. 1 time for the game, game, game. 6 times for the drop, drop, drop. 6 times for the flop, flop, flop. 6 times for the up, up, up. Cause when you fall, hold on, hold on. Cause when you one time for the gang, 1 time for the gang, 1 time for the gang, gang. 7 times for the ba da ba da da ba 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 da ba. 1 time for the game, 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 game. 8 times for the 8 times for the 8 times for the 1 time for the we don't need no more. 9 times for the bounce, bounce, bounce. 9 times for the ounce, ounce, ounce. 9 times for the 1 time for the game. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Time out. 10 times for the down, down, down. 10 times for the down, down, down. 10 times for the 1 time for the game. 1 time for the game. 1 time for the game. Game, 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 game. 11 times for the drop, drop, drop. 11 times for the flop, flop, flop. 11 times for the up, up, up. 1 time for the game. 1 time for the game. 1 time